trainers are playing a few games with the dolphins, making sure to keep their focus as the gate is opened. And as long as we can keep their focus at this time, we'll be able to control the time that they leap out of the water. Now we're going to ask them to join us again in the North Pool and try it one more time. Now, sometimes we ask these dolphins to jump once, twice, 3 times. And how do they know when to stop? Well, they wait for the whistle. So pay attention. When they hear that whistle, they know that they've done a fantastic job. They've shown us exactly what we asked for. And when they head back to the trainers, they'll get a treat. Until they heard that whistle. And that whistle means, great job, thanks a lot, now come on over here and get some fish. So how do these animals know that that whistle means great job? Well, if I blew a whistle and gave you $5, and then blew a whistle and gave you $5, and then blew a whistle and gave you $5, after a while you would begin to like the sound of that whistle, right? Absolutely. Well, we don't give these dolphins money, but we do give them things that they like. Fish, we'll squirt or splash them with water. We give them a little tickle. You might even see the trainers clapping for the dolphins. These are all positive reinforcement techniques that we use, or basically ways of saying, thanks a lot, that was exactly what we were looking for. Now, as our trainers reposition themselves in this part of the habitat, again, you'll hear that whistle. It's our way of saying, hey, come on over, we're going to start to play a few games. Each of our trainers has, there's that whistle, each of them has a shape that they place in the water. Each dolphin recognizes her own shape, and when she sees it, she goes to it, touches it, and gets a fish. There's a high five. Once we've established a relationship with these dolphins, we can ask them to do things like that, vocalizing, giving us high fives. Ever see one of our dolphins streaking across the water, spiraling? These animals are amazing swimmers, and you'll see a lot of acrobatics today. There's a tail slap in the back of the habitat, a very energetic tail slap from our youngest Pacific white-sided dolphin. There's a little bit of a wave over there on the left. And again, these animals are very acrobatic, and we're often asked, how do we get them to do tricks like this? Well, the answer is, nothing that you'll see today is a trick. Everything you've seen so far is a natural behavior that these animals show in the wild all the time. The only trick is for us to learn how to ask. 2 of our trainers sent our dolphins to the center of the habitat to show another natural behavior. A double tail walk. So in the wild, an animal like this dolphin might lift its body out of the water to check out what's going on in the distance or on the horizon. So again, the trick is for us to ask these animals to show us these behaviors. Now, dolphins, like us, are very social animals, and they enjoy doing things together. So we noticed that both of our animals showed you a tail walk together. And it's really easy for us to get animals to do things in unison because that's something they enjoy. Now you'll notice Madeline has our dolphin's attention, and she's asking her to join us on the other side of the habitat. You know, the animals love working together, and now we're going to ask them to show us some behaviors apart from one another. So we have one of our dolphins still over there on the left side. You can see in the back on the island, our youngest dolphin is showing her tail to Jessica. Helping the animals feel comfortable with us touching them, touching their tails, makes it a lot easier when it comes time to give them a checkup. That's actually the blood-giving position for a dolphin. We give blood for our arms, but dolphins give blood from their tails. And when you follow up a position like that, you can see we've asked the dolphin to lay on her tummy for us, or on her back. When we follow this up with some fish, she begins to associate that activity with something positive. Now keep your eyes on the center of the habitat. Alright, so there's that behavior again. They showed us another tail walk, but this time it was from opposite sides of the habitat. going to get a lot of fish, a lot of positive reinforcement. Now, as I mentioned earlier, helping these animals feel comfortable with us touching them is very important, because here at Shed, our #1 priority is the care of these animals. It's very important that they feel comfortable with us, holding their tails, touching them all over their bodies, putting our hands in their mouths to check out their teeth and their gums and their tongues. And as long as we associate these activities with something positive, following up, for example, you can see all of our dolphins are now in the blood-giving position. Now today we are not taking blood. We only do that about once a month. So almost every time these dolphins show their tail, they just get a little bit of a tickle and they follow it up with some fish or some other positive reinforcement. That way when it does come time to actually take blood or give them some other kind of medical procedure, it's a fun activity that they enjoy instead of a scary experience. There we see we're checking out the dolphin's mouth over here on the right. Maddie's checking her teeth, looking at her tongue to make sure she's nice and healthy. And this is going to be followed up with, again, another fish. It's very important that we associate the whistle with something positive, and we always follow up a behavior that we ask for with that whistle and that positive reinforcement. Keep your eyes on the center of the habitat. Fantastic. So did you see? She jumped once, no whistle. She jumped twice, no whistle. On that third jump, you can see a breach from one of our animals in the center. They'll continue to show behavior until we blow the whistle. Another way for us to say fantastic, great job is to slap the surface of the water. You see a little tail wave on the island in the back. Now for our finale behavior. Fantastic. So these animals got the double thumbs up because they did such a fantastic job, showing us exactly what we asked for. And because they all did an amazing job today, we're going to stop right there. We want to make sure that these dolphins are excited about